In DC vs. Vampires Volume 2, the world is plunging into chaos as humanity and metahumans grapple with the dire threats of conversion, extinction, or forced seclusion amidst a relentless vampire uprising. Nightwing, now the formidable leader of a vampire army, has taken control of Gotham and manages a network of human camps across various cities, ensuring a steady supply of sustenance for his vampiric forces. We meet a group of members a part of humanity's resistance attempt to smuggle a crucial asset to aid the human resistance. They encounter a roadblock, realizing it's a trap. Vampires, including Plastic Man, Wonder Woman, engage in battle with the resistance led by Peacemaker and Mr. Bones. Despite their efforts, casualties mount, with Raven and Heatwave falling but taking down several enemies in the process. Jaina of the Wonder Twins emerges, killing Firestorm and triggering a devastating explosion. Mr. Bones, gravely wounded, entrusts Jaina with the asset and provide directions to a hidden location before succumbing to his injuries. Jaina arrives at the secret location, where Killer Croc and Adam, Ryan Choi, reveal the asset, a weakened Supergirl whose powers have diminished due to lack of sunlight. She is taken to a hidden Kandorian city submerged at the bottom of a lake. The Resistance, consisting of heroes like Big Barda, Green Arrow, Black Canary, and Steel, debates their next move. Green Arrow advocates rescuing humans trapped in Smallville, but the majority, led by Batgirl, prefer attacking Gotham to eliminate Nightwing. A third strategy emerges when Supergirl suggests that reaching space will recharge her cells and help clear the smog, turning the tide in favor of the humans. The segment concludes with Hugo Strange and Professor Pig experimenting on Lex Luthor's blood, using Harley Quinn as their test subject. At the House of Mystery, John Constantine and Damian find Dr. Fate, Felix Faust, and the Phantom Stranger, trying, but failing, to turn a vampire back into a human, resulting in an explosion. John and Fate discuss an item John had asked Fate to retrieve. At the refugee hideout, Dinah Lance finds Oliver Queen arguing with Constantine. Oliver plans to rescue humans in Smallville and confront his vampire friend Hawkman. Dinah can't join him but shares a moment with him before he leaves. Supergirl is comforted by Ryan Choi, while Batgirl, disturbed by a dream about Nightwing, discovers Constantine injured and amnesiac from an attack by Jason Blood. He urges her to go to Gotham. Barbara seeks Harley Quinn's help. Frankenstein joins her, and together they head to Gotham. On a boat to Australia, Steel, Supergirl, and Black Manta are attacked by Aquaman's forces. Jaina arrives, using her new Wonder Twins' powers to help them. The three groups prepare for their battles. In Smallville, Arrow battles vampires with explosive arrows as Supergirl's team sails toward Australia, preparing for an attack. Batgirl's team nears Gotham, with sentries scanning the skies. Oliver Queen meets with one of the human captives, Cole Cash, also known as Grifter, who reveals the camp's overseer is Hawkman. Oliver continues his plan but soon faces a vampire horde, which he dispatches skillfully. Hawkman intervenes, lifting Oliver into the air. At sea, Supergirl's team, Steel, Jaina, and Supergirl, fights Atlantean forces. Manta reveals themselves as Mera, Aquaman's wife, shocking everyone. Aquaman arrives, overpowering Jaina, and countering attacks until Steel and Mera strike back. The ship is destroyed and Supergirl is trapped by ropes, dragging her toward her watery doom. In Gotham, Damian Wayne joins Batgirl's team to kill Nightwing. As they arrive by boat, Black Adam attacks but is defeated by a fireball from Starfire, who then departs to recharge. This distraction allows Batgirl's team to enter the city. Meanwhile, Green Arrow is captive of Hawkman. Oliver tries to persuade him to release his prisoners, but Hawkman refuses. Oliver warns Hawkman that he will kill him the next time he gets a chance. Batgirl's team meets Punchline, who imprisons them until deciding their fate. In Australia, Steel revives Supergirl with CPR, aided by Jaina. Punchline released the Gotham team thanks to Damian, who returned from eliminating Two-Face for Punchline. At the camp, Oliver introduces Swamp Thing to aid their plan. Batgirl's team lights up the bat signals, pointing them toward Wayne Tower, causing her sleeper agents across Gotham to respond, beginning to fight back against the vampires and advancing towards Wayne Tower, where Nightwing is located. In Gotham, Damian and Batgirl's team battles a horde of vampires. Meanwhile, in Australia, Steel and his group discover rocket stations designed to evacuate aliens who cannot be turned into vampires. They are intercepted by the bounty hunter Lobo, who attacks until Supergirl proposes a deal. Back in Smallville, Green Arrow, Cole, and Swamp Thing prepare for their assault on the farm. Batgirl's team, now joined by her other team, races toward Wayne Tower on motorcycles. Lobo tries to sneak the heroes onto a rocket, but is confronted by the vampire Martian Manhunter, leading to a fierce fight. In Gotham, Canary uses her powers against vampires while avoiding Gorilla Grodd, only to face vampire soldiers like Mr. Freeze and Wonder Girl. Martian Manhunter defeats Steel and attempts to capture Supergirl, only to discover she's a water clone created by Jana, who boards the rocket. The rocket explodes shortly after takeoff, presumably killing Supergirl, humanity's last hope. Batgirl's forces are beginning to get overrun, forcing Duke Thomas to set off an explosion before he is turned. Batgirl and Harley continue fighting until they run into Wonder Woman. Back in Australia, John Constantine appears via a portal and sees the aftermath of the ship carrying Supergirl explode, causing him to panic. At Smallville, Arrow and Grifter are holding their own against the vampire horde with the help of some prisoners. Oliver warns them to stay alert, as Hawkman hasn't shown up. Back at Wayne Tower, Diana leads Batgirl and Harley to Nightwing. When they finally reach him, Nightwing sends Wonder Woman away and begins to talk to the heroes. The two former lovers argue about morality, with Dick claiming he is no different than Superman or Batman, simply doing what he feels is right by any means. Nightwing extends an invitation for Barbara to join him, saying he needs her conscience and compassion. He doesn't want to be a dictator. He wants to find a way for all races to coexist. Harley, not wanting to hear anymore and thinking he is trying to manipulate her, lunges at him with a knife. The scene then shifts back to Constantine, who calls for Mary Marvel. She lands, bringing Captain Cold with her, before flying into the sky to search for Supergirl. Nightwing begins to choke Harley, while trying to convince Barbara to join him, telling her he loves her. He even releases Harley to further convince her. Dick and Barbara continue their conversation, with the Vampire King assuring her he won't and cannot hurt her. Barbara, weary from the fight, replies that she is too tired to resist anymore. As Dick begins to bite her, the scene cuts to Smallville, where Hawkman finally joins the fight. Ignoring Oliver's barrage of arrows, Hawkman grabs the hero and lifts him into the air. Just as he is about to kill Oliver, the latter reveals that the arrows are made of Swamp Thing's essence. Thorny vines burst from the arrows and impale Hawkman, killing him. Oliver then returns to cleaning up the vampire horde. Meanwhile, Martian Manhunter continues to battle Lobo and Mary Marvel. Constantine convinces Captain Cold to try to change the weather using his cold gun. The plan works, but Cold's overheated gun explodes, killing him. However, the blast revitalizes Supergirl, who, in turn, kills Martian Manhunter with her heat vision. In the final scene, Barbara Gordon, now a vampire, drinks from Dick's blood, telling him she wants more. She offers Harley to Dick, who begins to drink her blood, unaware that it is still tainted with Luthor's, causing him to burn and die, thus killing the king of the vampires. Barbara Gordon assumes the mantle of Queen of the Vampires, stating that Dick had a weakness that could be exploited in her. Now that he is dead, she claims she no longer has any weakness. Declaring that humanity's last hope died with her, Barbara watches as the survivors look on, realizing that the war between humans and vampires is far from over.